What's up and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in here to an incredibly special video here today. Today I have something that's probably going to be a once-in-a-lifetime video that I'm able to make here today. Because I somehow was able to be in the right place at the right time when the stars aligned, and today I'm adding what probably will be the crown jewel of like what could be my entire collecting life. Today we're going to be unboxing something that very well could have been screen used. Or maybe more appropriately, production made. But anyway, we're gonna get into that when we get this thing out of the box, and I'm tired of waiting. But before we get to that, I wanted to go ahead and dash y'all with a bit of appreciation because this is the first video that I've made that I'm actually making it, and I've crossed 1,000 subscribers. So I just have to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. A few years ago, I was going through it, and I just really needed a place to be able to share and talk about the things that I really loved, things that are really near and dear to me. And because of that even is because I've been able to make these connections and friends, and actually how I was able to pretty much attain this is through doing Fizz TV. So again, being Fizz has been so incredibly fun. I hope you guys enjoy this incredibly stupid special thing I'm gonna be unboxing right now. I love films. I truly love films. I love how they're made. I love horror films, and I truly love the Chucky films. So, you know, to own something that's a part of that history is just very different. Something that has been a straight up pipe dream since I was like a kid, you know, looking up like Chucky dolls when I was like 12. Just to see where they ended up, you know, from the set to somebody's collection, the fact that they were saved, things that weren't just completely thrown into a dump. One, just really cool, but again, the fact that these things are used to literally create magic. You know, movies are fake, but they use special effects, they use all their puppeteering and makeup magic, and they make you believe stuff that just truly isn't real, but it is for an hour and a half. And I know that other folks do have quite the collections, and I am so in all of them. I think they're just absolutely incredible. The big dogs own stuff like this, so again, unworthy, I suppose, but I'm very thankful. But hey, who knows? I could be celebrating too early. This could be a box of rocks. Now, real quick, I know a lot of folks are gonna ask me where I got this. I cannot say where I got this. I got this from a private collector is what I can say. And outside of that, you know, there are groups, there are circles in which that you're able to find stuff, you're able to get hits on it. If you're out for like a specific piece that you know exists, you know, sometimes you can actually find that collector, but this is not a situation where I'm, you know, able to say, you know, this is the guy I got it from, go find more of his stuff. This is something that, to be absolutely frank with you, was middlemaned to me. So I am sorry that I can't just straight up tell you, you know, and I didn't get this from Walmart. Sorry to interrupt, this is Fizz from the editing room, and I just wanted to pop in here real quick with a quick addendum. Now, I said that I can't mention who I got it from, and while that is pretty much true, I really can't. I can say who helped me actually get it, because without this person, I really wouldn't have had any idea about this thing at all. And also, you can kind of see here real quick, little teaser, I've redone my Chucky displays, so I'll be able to show these off soon, but yeah, look at that. More importantly, I want you to look at this. So I was able to get this thing essentially from a seller who had it because I have a friend who is a friend of this guy. I literally got it from a friend of a friend. I didn't know while making the original video if he wanted called out, if he wanted notated like that, but I recently got confirmation from him, so I wanted to go ahead and add this little notation here. Thank you, Jonathan, and shout him out because Jonathan, you can find him right here on Instagram at JaffX05. And there is a chance that you have seen JaffX05's work before or been around them and not even known it, because JaffX05 makes incredible Chucky replicas. And Jonathan is way plugged into the movie prop scene and kind of understanding how this stuff goes, so he kind of helped me navigate this because he himself actually owns screen use props. So I just wanted to pop this in here. Again, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you so much, my dude. Actual holy grail that I really couldn't have gotten without you. I appreciate you so much. So go on over after this video, check him out, give him a follow, tell him Fizz sent you. So again, Jonathan, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. So, but I do very much apologize. And if someday I'm able to tell you, you know, where I got it from or anything like that, then absolutely. But as of right now, I've been told to keep it hush-hush, so I'm going to respect that wish. Okay. Okay, this is weird. I'm actually, I might need to go to like an urgent care. They did also send me snacks, so that was really nice of them. I got some different types of sweeties. This box is where all the weight is. Okay. And so here we're down to our final Russian doll box, at least I think. And so you can see it's quite a bit smaller than the other box. So you can tell probably at this point that it is not a full-size doll, though it's also not like just some part of something. So I know I'm being coy as to what it is, but don't worry, we're gonna see it, you know, right now. Unless you like skip forward, but you know, the real ones will stick with me and actually, you know, appreciate the drama. Don't let your dreams be dreams, because I got, I don't know, a box of bricks. Let's see what we got. Crack this open like this. It's right out of the movies. Got this bad boy filled up with packing peanuts. I'm afraid to actually like see it because, like, again, my soul might leave my body. But also, this is serious, so we have to use the fancy serious guy gloves. Oh. Okay, he's wrapped and bubble wrapped in here. Oh, that's a spoiler, isn't it? Alright, I think we're at a good point that we can remove this from the box now. Now it's wrapped in a very thick bubble wrap. Grab it like this. So, can you guess what it is yet? It is incredibly, incredibly heavy and quite frankly awkward. A lot of folks will ask, how can you guarantee its authenticity? And I will tell those people, that'll probably be another video. Now, I have done research as far as where this came from. I believe I have identified a pretty good trail for it, but I'd like to, you know, kind of connect the dots. I'd like to confirm it. There is a business out there of folks that will take things, recast them, remake them, and sell them as replicas. This thing that I have here, I think it would probably be pretty difficult to do so, but guess it's possible. But again, enough stalling. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. I'm not ready to see it with my actual eyes. Or if it's just right there. Okay. And this is the coolest fucking thing probably ever. Now, this won't be like everybody's cup of tea. Some people are gonna be like, you're freaking out over that, but again, man, to each their own. This is mine. It is something that, as far as even replicas go, if you've talked to me about things that I would like to see made from any companies like Trick or Treat Studios or NECA, it's something I've talked about before wanting them to actually try and make and replicate for mass markets. But I've never heard anything about anybody actually making it. It's something that, for whatever reason, is one of my favorite little additions to the entire Chucky franchise, because the scene just threw me through an entire loop. And it's something that's small, something that doesn't have a lot of ancillary pieces, something that you don't need to complete, essentially, something that already is his full original form. Have you figured it out yet? It is not every day that you stumble upon the ability to purchase something that wasn't just developed by, it wasn't just sculpted by. This is something was made by Tony Gardner and his team. This is the tortured Chucky head from Cult of Chucky. This, and I'm gonna show you better shots of it, as far as I understand it, has been referred to as the static one. Now, the reason I don't believe it's actually been used in the film, which this is gonna be another video, is because at no point in time in the film is he not animating. It seems like they always had an animated one. And this one apparently was developed out of silicone to be static, to not move or anything. So, this is my first time actually looking at it at all. So, holy shit. It's actually fucking terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, being up close to it, I really didn't think anything of it. I just thought, you know, it would look really cool. I don't get wigged out by props like that. God damn. Now again, as far as authenticating it, where it came from and all that fun stuff, that's probably gonna be its own video because, come on, look at it. It deserves more than one video. and I needed to see more details of it. So thankfully, in person, there are more details as far as like actual letters on the heads of the bolts and things like this. So we're gonna be able to at least, try and zoom in on some photos and try and do some digging. Now, some folks might ask, why would you buy something like this if, it wasn't actually used on screen? And well, let me go ahead and answer that for you. I was not inherently in the market just trying to shop for something screen used. I actually got a hit on something that was a bit different from a different film that was very, again, something I guess I've emotionally attached myself to as far as one of my favorite things in the Chucky series. And that, probably wasn't gonna happen realistically anytime soon. And then suddenly, magically, this one apparated. And to compare the two, I will not tell you what the other thing was, just again out of respect for the collector who owns it. Don't know if he wants, that known. But with this, again, it's something that I always wanted as a replica. I always wanted somebody to try and make one of these and sell it. Now, there are some incredibly talented artists that sell these, that make their own. They sell them on Etsy, and, they're replicas of it. So these guys make some incredible ones, and I just had thought about even maybe commissioning one or anything like that, but again, this one just kind of apparated. And as far as my mental conclusion to get it, one, anything screen used, anything like that, all of that stuff, it's rubber and it's silicone, and it will degrade someday. This thing will probably as well. I have to look into how to actually preserve it. But as far as it wasn't actually used on the screen, I don't really care. It was made by All Terrain Inc. My goal was to have something, that was a great representation of this awesome, like, you take the good guy doll, right? And then he gets chopped up and he becomes Stitch Chucky. And then Stitch Chucky goes through his own evolutions, and then eventually you go from this to this. It's like the perfect representation of all the damage, of all everything he's been through over the years. He's been reduced to a decapitated, live head stapled to some type of plank, just being tortured, living in a safe, because Andy's figured it out. If he kills him, he's just gonna go ahead and come back to life. Andy thinks he's figured it out to be able to keep him prisoner, but it still didn't work. It was, Chucky was still able to get out because of the cult. So I'm getting into the weeds here, but it's so fucking cool to me. The fact that Tony Gardner and his team worked on this, their hands touched it. This thing has a story. There's artists' names that I do not know that made this thing, and I just want to know. I want to know who those people are. I want to know this thing's story. I don't know. I'm rambling now, but it's the coolest thing I will probably ever own. Just before anybody comes at me and is like, well, it's not screen used. If I said it was screen used for this video, I'm sorry, it was probably clickbait. And there it is, it's free. Now, I'm super stoked. Now, this plank is something, again, it's another thing that I'm able to look at and kind of match. It has a ton of specific scratches and things. Now, I'll fix the frame, but again, this is the static head. Alright, now here we have it, and I'm able to present it a little better. I'll try and also interlace some actual close-up shots of it so you can see it. But, yeah, this is what we have right here. So, now I'm like trying to like rush this up so I can like go take some beautiful photos of it and start doing some research, but man. Now I do notice up here, which is something I am going to try and remove. It's nothing on the actual thing, anything anybody did, but he does have some light dust. So I'm going to try and very lightly, I'm gonna look up or ask around a good way to remove that. Again, this thing isn't like made out of, glass and fairy dust. It shouldn't explode if I breathe on it, but again, I don't want to be responsible for this, like, one-of-a-kind thing to evaporate one day. Obviously everything will return to the dust from whence it came, but if I can delay that process, I will. Now, I am going to go ahead and answer the big question, which I'm sure, somebody's already typed it before we even got to this point in the video. And I'm going to go ahead and answer it. No, it is not for sale at this moment. I am not selling him. Now, in the event that he does become for sale, obviously, I would let you all know, because I will not be the final collector to own this. This someday, even if it's not this year, next year, or in 40 years, he'll eventually get into somebody else's collection. Somebody else will be blessed and honored to have this thing. This thing is a holy grail of holy grails, my personal holy grail now. Something that I don't think I'll ever be able to outdo. And so it's a glorious, glorious piece. It's something that, again, I don't know when I'll get rid of it, but it is going to be the crown jewel of my collection for a while. I don't think I'll ever outdo it. Now again, as far as like owning actual, you know, screen used dolls and things like that, I absolutely love it. I love the folks that are able to do that. I've never been in a position I've been able to do that. I love seeing people's collections. I love seeing how they have that stuff set up, and I just love to see that it survived. I love to see that it made it somewhere. I love to see that it's being taken care of by folks that really do love it. I not only own one, but I own one that was made by Tony Gardner and Company. Again, hopefully you guys are satisfied with this. I'm going to make, you know, obviously, you know, another video talking about it. I'm going to try and see if I can't confirm authenticity even outside of the photos and the proof I'm able to find. If it was used in a shot, I'm going to find out. So keep it right here, Detective Fizz TV coming right at you. Or maybe Inspector Fizz TV. It'd be like an Inspector Gadget vibe and the VHS vibe, the old cartoon vibe with the intro. It'd be perfect. If you have any questions about it, you want to join the conversation, you want to talk about Chucky Season 3 theories, feel free to hit me up over there on Twitter. Again, that's @DudeSpooter. And also, if you want to get more photos of this guy, hit me up on Instagram. That is also @DudeSpooter. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to be able to show them off. And again, if you have any questions about it, feel free to hit me up over there as well. You're going to get a lot more pretty shots than what I've been able to show you in this video here. So please feel free to go on over there and check it out. I'm in awe, and it's one of those feelings where, you know, you feel like you have no words, but I've been able to muster up words here now for probably about a 45-minute recording. If you enjoyed this video, or if you just think this thing looks really sick, please feel free to leave a like on the video. It does me a great service. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of that Chucky coverage, including more of this fella here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'd be more than appreciative. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Thank you again so much to all 1,000 of you. I'll shut up about it, but thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I am in awe of that. I'm in awe of this. I cannot believe, you know, just life's good right now, man. It feels good. This is what it's all about. I hope you're having a great time. I hope that you're staying safe. So until that next time, guys, my name is Fizz, and this has been an actual production-made prop from Cult of Chucky of the tortured head. It's so fucking cool. Thank you so much for watching.